Hello everyone. In this video we are going to learn about a very important and effective IT tool, that is Google Forms. Google Form comes free with our Google account. It's a very easy to use and one of the simplest way to collect information. Google Form can be used for different purpose, like to conduct survey of any product or organization, or we can use it to get feedback from customers, parents, employees, etc. It can also be used to conduct assessment or quizzes for students to monitor academic progress. Some of the important features of Google Forms are: we can add different question types, which are not only text-based but multiple choice questions. Next is we can customize the form with simple photo or colored themes. It also allows us to gather responses in a form which equally works well on a computer or a tablet or a phone. We can also save responses in Google Sheet by exporting the data which we have collected. Initially, we'll go through all the settings required to create a Google form, and then we'll make a simple online test using it. So watch this video till end. So let's get started. To understand Google Forms, let's create it practically. For this, we'll open our web browser. Now on the right topmost corner, we can see that there are 9 dots for Google Apps. When we click on this, we get all the apps available. Click on Drive. Now on the left hand side, we can see that there are different options available for Drive. So click on New. Now scroll down to find Google Forms. When we click on right arrow, there are two options: blank form and second one, from a template. With first option, that is blank form, we can create a complete new blank form from scratch. Whereas from a template, we can create forms using various templates available in gallery, like assessment, contact information, party invite, etc. Basically, templates are the ready-made or predefined forms available in its gallery, which we can use to customize form as per our requirement. For better understanding, we'll create a new form from scratch. So let's click on blank, that is plus icon, and the form editor window appears. First, let's try to understand this window. On the top left corner, give the name of the form. Let's say online test. You can see that the name automatically appears here. Now give the form description as test on GK. Here we can click on a form field to add our desired question. On right hand side, there is drop down menu to choose the type of the field or the question, like short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down, etc. Besides these, there is one more toolbar to add a new question, import questions, add title and description of question, add image, add video, and add section to our form. With every question, there is a copy button to duplicate the field, that is to add similar type of question in our form. There's also a delete button to delete any question. And there is one more very important button that is required, which makes the question compulsory to answer. We can enable or disable it by clicking on it. On the top right, there are few menus or buttons. First is customize theme, where we get various theme options like header. Here we can choose image from the available themes, or we can upload it from our device. We can also set theme color of our choice from the color palette. By default, new form is set to purple color. When we change the theme color, background color changes automatically. And the last option is to choose the desired font style. Next button, which looks like an eye, is the preview button. It gives us an idea of how our form will look like. Now let's discuss about settings of our Google form. This is very important as our form will be created based on what settings we have made. So here there are 3 things we can go into: General, Presentation and Quizzes. Back in General, we can click on Collect Email Addresses, and if we want the students to get a receipt of their answers, click on Select Responses Receipt and then on Always. Now, as a teacher, we want the students to respond only once, so click on Limit to 1 response. Next, there are 2 more options, that is Edit after Submit, which allows the users to modify their answers even after submitting it. But it's assessment, so we won't select this option. Other option is See Summary Charts and Text Responses. We will leave this also unchecked, as students don't need to see the summary of what they have done. By this we have completed the first set of settings, so click on Save button. Now let's go back to settings and go to the presentation. If we are using sections in our Google form, then this Show Progress Bar option lets the respondent or student know how much more they have to complete. We can also shuffle the order of questions, but we will leave this option also unchecked. Finally, we'll go ahead with the confirmation message. For example, thank you for filling the form. Now save these settings as well. Let's move ahead with the last set of settings, that is quizzes. As we are preparing online test, these settings are very important. So let's enable the Make This a Quiz button, which will allow us to make settings for the quiz. Next is Release Grade. If we want the students to get their result immediately, then select Immediately after each submission option. And if we want to review their answers and then give grade, then we can select Later after manual review option. In our case, we will select the first option. By clicking the remaining 3 options, the students will be able to see which questions were answered incorrectly by them. It will also show the correct answers of each question and the total points, that is marks, they have received. Please make a note that don't forget to click on Save after making the desired settings of your form, as Google does not save the changes automatically. Once we have created the form, we would like to share it with the students. For this, click on the Send button. Send Form dialog box appears. Now there are 2 ways by which we can share our form. First is via email, where we can enter all the email IDs of the students. Next field is the subject. By default, it will be the name of the form which we have given as title while creating our form. Next is message field. Here we can give an invitation message which goes with the form. There is one more checkbox, that is Include Form in Email. It will display the entire form in the student's email. We will leave it unchecked. Now click on the Send button to send it to the respective email IDs. And the other option is via link. And according to me, this is the simple way to share our form, as we can see that the link of our form gets displayed here. We can also make the link short by checking the Shorten URL checkbox. Now we need to copy this link and paste it in any social networking websites. In our case, we will copy and paste it in our students' WhatsApp group. Now the question arises that we have created the form, shared with the students, but how to view the answers entered by them? Then the best part of Google Forms is that we don't have to do anything. It automatically stores each response or the answer in the Responses tab. Right now there are no responses, so it is showing 0 responses. But when the students will fill the form, we'll be able to see all the responses here. It will not only show individual responses, but it will also display summary of all responses with result. We can also export all the responses in the spreadsheet for future reference by clicking the Create Spreadsheet button, where we can create a new spreadsheet or we can select existing spreadsheet. There is one more very important button, that is Accepting Responses. We can enable or disable it as per our requirement. For example, if we have given a time limit or a deadline to solve a paper or to submit the form, then we will disable it to restrict more responses. By this, students will not be able to send the answers after the deadline. With this, we have learned all the settings of the Google form. So now let's quickly dive into creating a simple online test. In general settings, we have chosen to collect email addresses, so this field automatically appears in the form. Initially, let's add some fields related to personal details. To start with, name of the student. For this, we'll select the question type as short answer and we'll set this question as required, that is compulsory to enter. Now let's add another question by clicking the plus sign, that is date of birth, which is of date type. Again, this is a required one. Next question we'll take is gender. It is of MCQ type. So let's enter different options here, that is male, female, and the third option, prefer not to say. This is also a required one. We are done with the personal details, so let's design the actual test by adding another section to our form. For this, we can give name to our section as Start Your Test Here. Here we'll type all the multiple choice questions as we want to use automatic grading feature of Google Form. Now let's start with some simple questions like, how many colors does a rainbow have? We can give 3 or 4 options as per our choice. We can also see an option of answer key, where we can select our correct answer and give points or marks here. We can also give feedback for correct or incorrect answer. When we have completed the question, click on Done. Let's take another question with images in options. That is, can you identify the wild animal? For this, we'll click on Add Image icon and upload the required images. Now let's set the answer key for this question and also the points for the same. Click on Done. Now let us customize and make our form presentable by adding image to the header. For this, we'll choose any image and insert it. Now we can see that image is inserted and even the background color is changed automatically. Now our form is ready to share as we have done rest of the settings. So let's share it by clicking on the send option. Click on send via link. For this, we'll copy the link and paste it in our WhatsApp group. Here I have created a group. So we'll paste this link in this group and send to the participants. Now let's wait for our students to respond. Then we can check them in the responses tab. Now we can see that there are 3 responses. So we can view the summary of these responses with scores. We can also see responses question wise as well as individual responses. With this, we are done with Google Form creation. So now it's your turn. So start making one for you. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for our next videos. But don't forget to like, share and subscribe.